More than 200 years ago, the founding fathers of the United States feared that its young country and population were simply not educated enough to elect a president. So they decided that the job would be in the hands of a few, known as the Electoral College. These electors would represent the people's wishes in each state of the Union. From Mexico City, Laura Carlson gives us her view on how this complicated system holds up today. Or does it?
Throughout the world, the United States proclaims its credentials as a leader in democracy. What many people don't know is that democracy in the U.S. has been historically undermined by an obsolete institution called the Electoral College. The Electoral College is made up of 538 representatives from the states. A candidate has to receive a majority of electors' votes to be declared president. The rules regarding how electors are chosen and how they vote vary from state to state. In most states, the winning candidate receives all the state's electoral votes, wiping out the minority votes. But not always. It's complicated. Even the average U.S. citizen can't explain exactly how the system works. So why does the Electoral College still exist? The Founding Fathers had their doubts about direct democracy. They created the college as a compromise between presidential election by popular vote or by congressional vote. As a result of this system, some states are hard-fought battleground states, while others are considered relatively unimportant.
Hello, Falcons!
A citizen's vote in Ohio, for example, is worth far more to candidates than a vote in, say, Oklahoma. The candidates pour way more money and time into campaigning for the battleground states. Now, all this could be seen as just a quaint vestige of history, except that the Electoral College has, on occasion, named the loser at the ballot box president of the nation. In 2000, the Democrat Al Gore won the popular vote by 500,000 votes. Republican George W. Bush squeaked out a victory in the Electoral College by a single vote from a state governed by his brother. Throughout U.S. history, the Electoral College has overturned the results at the polls in 4 presidential elections. Surveys show a large majority of the U.S. population would prefer a direct popular vote. Unfortunately, the Electoral College is like the proverbial unwelcome house guest. Everyone complains about it, but nobody can get rid of it. Since it's written into the Constitution, eliminating the college requires a constitutional amendment. This in turn requires 2/3 vote of Congress and ratification by 3/4 of the states. Despite hundreds of proposals to eliminate the system, abolition of the college has never been voted through Congress. As the November presidential elections approach, polls show Barack Obama in a close race for his political survival against Republican candidate Mitt Romney. With all the attention on voter preferences, almost no one mentions the 18th century institution that really decides the elections. But it's central to campaign strategies and deciding which voters to woo, depending on what state they live in. The principle of one person, one vote lies at the heart of democracy. The Electoral College subverts that principle and creates a stain on the U.S. reputation as a democratic leader in the modern world. For America's Now, I'm Laura Carlson.